Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weaverbirds Live TV for episode 14. Hello, Emma.
Hi sis, how are you? I'm laughing because we were gassing away and nearly forgot to press
You're like,
play.
oh, yeah, what are you going to talk about? And then I was just like, oh, shit, better go live.
That is how we roll. That is how we roll.
That's how we roll. But what a funny conversation it is going to be this week. Like, but we weren't live last week. We do apologize. It was just one of those weeks, so please forgive us. we But it's the past few weeks have been really unreal, haven't they, Emma?
Yeah, unbelievable. And there's a lot going on, isn't there? There's a lot of different things going on. Really, funny. I was up with mum and dad today, and I was saying I'm excited and scared for my future. Don't you have a word for that? I can't remember what it is, but
Nerve sighted.
nerve sighted. That's what I am, nerve sighted. So all good, lots of good things going on. Our shops opened last Friday.
Yes,
Yay! We can go into the
yes,
shops. Imagine we're even
yes,
saying that.
yeah. And you guys are all opening up, and then we're kind of starting to. We went into a lockdown and everything, but we're all open up again. And I have two book launches coming up. Rising Matriarch. Oh, I wish I had
Oh,
the book here.
I seen that on your
We'll
socials.
talk about it next week, Emma, because it's all about the
Yes.
divine woman. And if you are in any way a prude, do not read this book. But it's a really amazing book, I have to admit.
Oh,
It's just
lovely.
and I actually it's one of that we're publishing through KMD, and I actually put a piece into it, and it's called The Wild Within. And I've never written like that kind of, it's not an expose, it's just, a bit more of myself than I
Yeah.
expected to write. So it's interesting. It's interesting. And then we've got What Happened launch is next week, Emma, and that book is on its way express to you because it's all about mental health. Dr. Bill Saunders has been in
Yes.
mental health for 50 years, and
Hmm.
he even owned his own mental health hospital and brought in an holistic approach to mental well-being in it, to help the patients focus on getting better rather than managing.
Yes.
And so he has a lot of things to say to the mental health system. So this book it's
I've been
wow.
waiting in anticipation for that book, and I've actually looked him up and seen some of the work that he had done, through our conversations. What a guy.
He done a lot in Scotland and things. He is an amazing guy. And ironically, and of course not serendipitously, Oprah has actually teamed up with someone and is releasing a book next month that's along the same lines.
Oh,
Um, but it's really fascinating and interesting and a bit shocking, but it gives you the tools that you
yeah,
need, the knowledge you need to understand what some people are going through. So it's a really good
that's
book.
amazing.
But Emma, this week, what are we talking about? We are here talking about style.
Yay!
We have the amazing Mary McGuigan joining us
Oh,
very shortly, in about 6 minutes to be precise.
you're
But
gonna love Mary Karen. She is amazing. She's so good at what she does, and she's like, oh, she's a bit of crack too. She's this beautiful, just vivacious lady. She's class and full of
uh,
life, and knows her stuff. So, do you want to talk a wee bit about style throughout the years? Your permed
God, wasn't
hair.
there times we thought we were absolutely class, and now you look back in those photographs and you're going, "Oh my God!" I remember my powder blue bubble skirt. Oh my goodness, I thought I was fabulous with my pink baseball boots. And, like I was just fabulous. And my permed hair, I was fabulous. What's yours, Emma?
I actually don't know. Mine was probably whatever was yours.
The hand-me-downs.
I don't know. I would have been big into Icon t-shirts. I remember always having. I remember you having a Michael Jackson one. I think I had a Bros one and just loved these
You
t-shirts.
had Ross. I had Kylie Minogue. She was the flea.
Yes.
She was the reason behind the perm at 11 years
Yes.
old.
Yeah. That would have been kind of what I would have been into. Of course, my style is completely different now, but at that time, that would have been all the go for me, definitely.
And do you know what it is? Style for me, it depends on my mood. Like I'm writing at the moment, so you don't say, oh, apart from now, I put on my Weaverbirds dress today, but Now I'm in my comfies, in my writing zone, but usually I'm in, corporate kind of dresses most of the week, and things like that. But at the weekend, I'm in my sports gear or whatever. It's just whatever
You will
mood
never
I'm in.
see me.
Yeah.
You'll never
But
see me in sports gear unless I'm actually going to the gym. It does not happen. Mind you, it's very hot over there, to be fair. My style, even in lockdown, Karen, honest to goodness, I used to be in Zooms with some of my teams, and they used to be like, I bet you've got heels on. And we were literally, we were going nowhere, and I got up and dressed, makeup done, hair done, dress or a skirt, and my heels as if I was heading out the door, and was literally going down to sit in the sitting room and do my work. And we used to be on Zooms, and it was a psychological thing for me. It's like showing
yeah.
up, that's what it is. And they were like, I bet you've got your heels on. And I was like, yeah. I remember flipping the camera down to show them. You literally weren't allowed out of the house. I was going nowhere, but look at
Oh, but you love your heels, Emma. You
that.
do love your heels. You have Jimmy Choos, don't you?
And the boutons, of course.
Oh, of course. Like you just love your heels. But I remember you being really pregnant with Amelia, like really pregnant, like n- in your ninth month, and you were in the highest of highest heels, and just you
I just
just
can't
dolled
help
up to the
it.
nines. It's just a thing you love.
I love them. It's definitely, and people be like, really? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, what odds? Who cares? Sure, it's me that's wearing them. Just let me wear them. Like, I've been risk assessed at work. I can run in my heels. It's no problem whatsoever.
Imagine that to do a risk assessment on you, like holy moly.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And then there's those I look back now because we're both now on, online and in the kind of public eye. So we have to be a bit mindful of if you look back in my videos from 2 years ago,
Really?
please don't people, please don't. Just please don't. I have no eyebrows, I don't have any lipstick on, and my teeth, I hadn't had my teeth done. Even, I just look tired or something, but I thought I looked fabulous. I thought I looked all right, but it just goes to show you how you just get, it's just so funny. But one of the things that happened to me, do you remember my green dress at the Osmompreneur Awards in 2016?
Yes.
And
Yes.
that dress I ordered specially made, and it was supposed to be a navy blue because that was the color that was out that year. And it came an emerald, like an Irish green.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
goodness.
am I going to wear this dress?
Oh,
And I said, yeah, oh, absolutely. Let's go and wear it. And oh my God, it was everywhere then and everywhere noticed because obviously it was a wonderful year. I won the award, but it was like this green dress just stood out and everybody remembers me from the
it
2016
was
Osmond. That
gorgeous.
green dress,
Yeah.
what?
It was absolutely
Mm,
gorgeous, and even in some of the photographs, and it's still used in some of the highlights that Osmond
yeah.
put up as well. This
Yeah.
blonde haired beauty in this green dress, gorgeous, gorgeous.
But it was a funny moment that it was supposed to be one color and it came. But that's the universe in motion again.
That's it.
Melissa says here, risk assessed to run in my heels, Emma Weaver.
Yeah, I was. Honest to goodness, ask Mary. I remember it was years ago, and I was out and about doing one-to-ones and floating support, and obviously you're supposed to wear. But the trick is wear heels with a strap on them, because you can't if you're running, you're just going to be able to run in them. Like whereas if you're kind of wearing like a stiletto with just your plain shoe, your foot might come out of it. So just wear them with a strap. See.
There's a hack. I'm going to tell you a thing that happened with me and Emma's shoes in 2017. I'm going to tell you in a minute. There's Mary. Hey, Mary's in the comments. Why are you in the comments and not in here backstage, Mary?
You need to click StreamYard.
Just click the StreamYard link and come and join us backstage. You got 30 seconds.
Once it's in. Yeah.
So if you want to just check with her, I'll tell
Yeah,
people
yeah.
this story.
Tell the story.
In 2017, we were hosting a writers' retreat in Castle, and here I am. I gave me a lender of her shoes. We were going to a Chinese restaurant that it was beside a beautiful lake. It was a thatched roof. Melissa, you know this place. You and the awesome James were there, but in 2019. But this is 2017 when I hosted the other retreat, and we went there, and it doesn't have a level floor. It has like stone floors that are all different levels, and I went over on Emma's heel. and all I could just feel like a crunch, and I was like, oh no. And I was the designated driver for the whole week, and this was like halfway through the retreat. Well, I just braved the smile and just got through the night and didn't tell anybody because I was the host. And so the next morning, I couldn't even get my boot on my foot. And I was the bus driver, the designated driver for, we were going somewhere the next day. And my foot was like swollen up. They are a hazard. Amanda's covering her eyes. But I actually
I
broke
do
my
wear
foot
high
because
heels.
of Emma's shoes. Like, and
Yeah.
they're like, what are the 6.5 inch like that? You know,
Yeah.
I like nice high heels. I love high heels, but yours are like stratospheric. Like they're just the
Stratosphere.
extra bit just too much.
Do you remember the time, Karen, you were doing the this is a story I thought you were going to tell. Remember you were doing the play in Monaghan in the Garage Theatre in Monaghan, and you landed on some
Oh,
top in your heels, and there was somebody waiting at the door for me to come in through the door, and she goes, "You must be Karen's sister. You're the only one in heels. Give me your shoes." And she took my shoes off me to give them to you, and I'd walk around in my bare feet in the theatre.
this honestly, it was because I forgot my shoes. I didn't have
Oh,
shoes
you
with me.
forgot your shoes.
I didn't have any shoes with me. I was doing a play in Monaghan. It was called Lipstick, Powder, and Politics, and I had a really short skirt on. I was a Belfast slapper, I think it was we called it, and I didn't have any shoes, and I needed shoes. Well, again, you know, you're on stage in Emma's shoes, like it's a whole new level experience. You're not focused on the lines.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
You know, if we did do a show reel of the, you know, of our styles throughout the ages, like can you imagine? Do you remember mum used to put one of us in brown and one of us in blue?
Yeah, there's loads of evidence. Every picture. Sure, even my kids be like, "Why did Nanny always dress you in them?" And I'd be like, "I don't know." Like, I think
But
they're
you,
trying to
I
tell us
got the
something.
brown, you know, I got the brown, like goodness me. And you were lucky enough to get the blue and red, I think it was, because of your dark hair. I got the brown to go with the
Yeah,
book.
yeah. Oh my goodness. There's loads of
Oh,
photographs. Did Mary get in? No.
she's here. I'm just going to bring her on.
She get in.
Amanda says, going to have to practice your heels again after being in trainers last year.
I haven't. Don't you worry
She
about it.
hasn't
There
been in
hasn't been
trainers.
in trainers. And
She,
Amanda's going to help us all reinvent ourselves out of lockdown. She's doing a webinar the last Thursday of May to help us all get back into our style coming out of lockdown.
oh, very good. And so I'm going to welcome the amazing Mary Grigan to join us. There we go, Mary. How are you going?
Hi!
I'm not good with technology. I apologize.
It's all good. I'm glad to see someone else with red lipstick on at a very unreasonable time because it's like 10:15 at night with you. It's 5 a.m. with me. So, you know.
I told you she always looks fabulous, Karen.
Oh,
It's all in the lip.
absolutely.
It's all in the lip. All you need for Zoom and lives is a good red lip.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mary, I love your online presence, your online persona, and you always look gorgeous and fabulously done up, and you help people to look their best, don't you?
Yeah, I have a term I use at the minute, and it's called authentic styling because I really just want people to dress as themselves, to bring their personality out through what they wear, instead of worrying about trends and fitting themselves into what's out there, you know, to kind of look at what's out there as the tools, your paintbrushes and your crayons for you. That's the big canvas that you can do what you want with. So yeah, just kind of to sort of take back a bit of control more about what you wear and the way you express it rather than feel like you're being dictated to by fashion. Funny you talk about heels. I have had so many people say, I can't wear heels. I can't wear heels anymore. It's been a year without heels. Well, how am I going to go back out? I think, take your time.
Oh,
Just take your time. Practice
Why
in
would
your
you stop
bedroom.
wearing them? I don't understand how. That's just me. I just wore them throughout. But you know what I done, Mary? Done them wedges that you showed. The
Yeah.
Mola. I've ordered a pair. They're coming tomorrow.
Yeah. Emma, you're the 5th person that's told me they've ordered wedges, and I'm like, right, I'm going to get everybody to screenshot this, and I'm going to show Moda and Pell what free influencing is doing. But no, honestly, so I never owned a pair of wedges because I was not good with the old ankles. I do love sandals and everything, but I'm not great with a big height, but they were so comfortable. And the good thing is I always have to get my dresses taken up, so I don't want to have those, which is bonus. But it's always kind of about always the ball of your foot, of how comfort it is, not so much the height, because the height is just, it's really just giving you that bit more of height. As long as kind of you like, there's not too much of a dip in the arch for me. I felt that slightly today. I was like, oh, getting heels on, I'm out to see a client, it's brilliant. And then I was like, walk from the car park, which was a very short distance from the car park to her apartment, and I felt every single stone along the way. I said, yeah, I need more practice up and down the bedroom.
Yeah, love them. Heels are just my thing, aren't they? I just can't. You couldn't buy me enough. I couldn't have enough pairs of heels. It's mad.
They're Emma's investment. They're her investment in her future. That she's going to.
But if
be
you
vintage.
get more out of them, you might as well have them, because there's so many
people.
I'm
not going to lie. I look at the Louboutins. I look at. I don't wear them anywhere. And the Jimmy shoes, I think I wore twice, but that's okay. That's okay. I've got other shoes. That's okay.
Yeah, but you take great pride in your shoes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, sorry, we've come away now from our baseline colours.
Mary, doesn't it give you more confidence when you feel authentic in your clothes and when you are showing up? Do you feel that?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. I think for so long, and I've just, people kept saying, oh, just when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, it was like, oh, just be yourself, just be yourself. I'm like, I don't know what that is. Because when you go through change and you just, internally you express that as well externally through what you wear. And like I had like about a year of mad like print clashathon. Like Trini would have died if she'd have seen someone like me on the street. And it was just, that's the way I was at the time. I was just trying everything. I was here, there, everywhere. So it makes sense to me now that that is why I was dressing like that. But definitely feel more confident now. I think just because I just feel so more assured about what I'm doing. And I just understand so much when people come to me and they say, I don't know what to wear. I just feel so confused. And then we generally have a chat about what's going on in their life. And then it kind of, everything sort of starts to make sense then. But I love it. I love the personalities in meet. I love that everybody is different. I'm not out to dress everybody like me. Like I had a girl today and she's like, I don't like print. I don't like, and I says, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's fine. That's great. But I just love that because there's so many, we're just all so different. Like if we were all clones of each other, wouldn't it be really boring?
Oh, it would be absolutely. Like, do you help people find their colors, their color palettes and things like that?
Yes, I was doing that today. That's very popular, the color consultations. So that's it. And at the start I was such a purist. I was like, they have to have the right color for me, but I'm a lot more relaxed about it now, because if someone comes to me and they have a black dress and they want me to style them, and it's, well, then that's my job. That's the job they've given me to do. I'm not going to turn around and go, you don't suit black. That's really demotivating for them. I'll be honest and I'll say, right, okay, black. So let's bring more color to your face. It's just, as my mentor always says to me, are you helping the client feel good about themselves? Are you doing the job they've asked you to do? Because when you learn all this stuff and you do all the training, you just want to go out and tell everybody. So it's learning to control your.
You need a book, Mary. You need a book.
Yeah, definitely.
Black is a go-to for me, especially because it makes you feel slimmer and all of those kinds of things. So just to accessorize it, I suppose. Yeah.
It's a very popular color because it was so popular in the 90s with the being, part of the power suits were all black. We were told it makes us look slimmer, and it does. But dark colors do that as well. I mean, navy is a great alternative to black. I'm finding more and more if people have invested in like wanting to know about their colors. A lot of people want to come away from black, and I'm thinking, okay. So
This is going to be fun.
Navy's a really good kind of like black rehab, I call it, bringing you out of black.
I've got navy.
It's a nice safe. Yeah, but and it works for a lot of people, like it really does. But yeah, I know I used to get this label that I hated, that I didn't like black, and I was always going to tell people they couldn't wear black. I was like, no, I don't do that.
You're just trying to get them to think outside of the black box,
Yeah,
I'm sure. We have a question here from Sinead Walsh. I'm just going to show it. It is, what are the trends, Mary?
The trends.
What are trends here?
At the Pantone give us the lovely Ultimate Grey and Illuminating, which is grey and yellow, which was a bit of a shock in the personal styling image consultant world, because we're like, how many people is gonna like that, or will that suit, or will that work for yellow and grey? But I've seen at the minute there's been a good few kind of brands that have kind of worked with it and adopted it in different ways and different palettes and stuff. So yellow and grey seems to be big, yeah.
Yellow and grey. There you go, Sinead Walsh. She also says this. Can you see that, Emma?
You need your own.
The Emmas. I mean, I would be embarrassed. Yeah, I'd be embarrassed to let anybody see my shoe room.
You have to show me that, man. Definitely. Definitely.
Amanda has shared that your attitude is so refreshing, Mary. See?
Oh, thank you, Amanda. It must be because I hang about with people like you. We're terrible.
There you go.
We voice notes to each other all the time, and I'm like, I'll just listen. I'll just go upstairs and listen.
Amanda was on the show on her birthday.
Yes,
she joined us on her birthday, and I'm sure you've been on her podcast.
Yes, I have. I think I was the longest. The record for longest talker. And then I kept forgetting. I was like, oh, I'm on a podcast. This isn't just her and I talking. I'm actually on a podcast.
Oh, I must go and hunt that one down.
Is there certain colours for hair types, Mary, or is that not really how it works? Is it kind of based around season?
That's really deciding like if you're warm or cool. So like warms would suit more like golden tones. They would, you can have a warm brown and you can have like a cool brown. And also everybody has red in their hair. And warms tend to have more red in their hair, and cools have less. So and as my hairdresser always tells me, that red is the most difficult color to work with. So he says, so just leave it red. But so golden tones better for warm toned people, and sort of those icy tones, any kind of like sort of blue undertones are good for cools.
Oh,
okay. See, we've got 3 colours here. We've got the blonde, the dark, and the red.
We should start a girl band.
So, yeah, there you go. This Ali's just commented this.
Irish version of loose women.
I love it.
You gotta love it. And she also, Ali's just down the road. She was a guest a few weeks ago, and so she's in the 5 a.m. club with me right now. So good to wake up to this. And Amanda wants to see your heels, Emma.
Oh my God! I've got absolute disaster. I've got socks on with them. That's how bad I am. They're pink.
Breaking them.
Wearing navy and pink heels.
I'm the really bad Zoom person where you, from the waist up, and then you just see pajama bottoms and socks on the bottom.
Karen,
no!
Total Zoom person.
That's me.
We're going into autumn winter here now, so it's a bit chilly. Ali, I want to know: have you got your pajama bottoms on?
Let us know. I think, Chloe, I get what you were saying as well. It is a reflection of what's going on. I tend to wear very straight pencil dresses, just in different colours or whatever, but I tend to be terribly serious all of the time, and that's probably how it comes across. But I mix and match the colours with a colourful jacket, maybe over the dress and things like that, but it definitely reflects your thoughts or your thinking or your attitude. It's unbelievable how you can attribute it straight away to that.
That's, I remember you telling me before that you prefer wearing dresses were more than trousers and stuff. Yeah, that says a lot about your style personality. That you prefer dresses.
It's power dressing, isn't it, Emma? It's power dressing. It just, you feel more confident or something in it, or powerful in your thoughts.
Is that what it is if you wear pencil dresses all the time?
No, the fact that you prefer wearing dresses, I'd say we bit of romantic in you. I'm
not sure.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe depending on if they're always like penciled, structured dresses. Maybe a little bit of classic in you. So there's classic in me too. There's a lot of classic in me because I'm addicted to suits. But yeah, maybe. But that's just guessing now. That's just from what you've told me.
There's lots of fun happening here in the comments.
You just imagine.
Sinead Welsh says, "Oh yes, dresses and skirts all the way." And I'm the same. I love a nice, pencil dress, one that's nicely fitted. It just, I don't go for the floaty stuff. It just doesn't suit me, or A-line, Sinead says. But and Amanda says, "But a little minx with your added heels, Emma." That's where the rebel comes out.
Me being analysed right now. She's wearing a pencil dress. She's got pink shoes on her today. What does that mean?
But you girls are very focused. Like that makes sense. The way he's like a structured dress, like that. Your dresses are all about like being kind of feminine and having a bit of romantic to your personality. And it's fact that structure means you run very successful businesses, so that would make sense that you would go for that structured look. So
I am. I'm a hopeless romantic.
It's all good.
Hopeless romantic. It's all about the love. The books, I'm totally romantic.
I'm so not getting into this conversation about romance. It was bad enough on Clubhouse the other night with Amanda.
A romance with myself, maybe. Mary, can you share with us, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color to wear is purple.
Oh, lovely, strong.
What does that say about you, Mary?
I have this theory about pink and purple are feminine colors. But pink is a bit more girly than purple. Now, pink's a great color. It's a color that stands behind the breast cancer awareness. Yes. It's a sign of color of hope as well. But purple is it's a very royal, strong leadership color. So I always ask people, this is just my own wee bit of research, like, so do you like pink or purple? And people very rarely say they like both. So I don't have a lot of people that love purple when I ask that question, but it's just like I have no there's nothing romantic about my style whatsoever. Like I do wear dresses, but it wouldn't get me wearing skirts, probably just because they don't work for my body shape all the time. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't have ruffles. I wouldn't wear florals for spring. No, that's not me. So I don't fall in the romantic category whatsoever. But classic, and natural. Natural's a bit more free flowing, bit more utility, bit more casual to it as well. So yes, but the classic will always be the dominant one in me. You usually made up with 2, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love purple. It was always the color I enjoyed. It just depends what tone as well of purple, So.
Yeah.
But we have a question here from Sinead Welsh.
What color was your formal dress?
Now you're asking a question. It was mint green, Sinead, and it was horrible. It was just awful. I don't know why I ever picked it. It was
that question.
It was a strapless dress that of course I had to be the rebel, and I couldn't get the formal dresses where everybody else got theirs, so I got mine in Oasis. And I got a strapless 3/4 length dress, and like I can't wear a strapless dress. I just do not have the support. And back then and even now, so I don't know whatever possessed me to go for that, but mint green, and
we all want to see a
orange tangled and tan. And my hair was done in that horrible way they used to do everybody's hair the same way. No.
Amazing. The hairspray galore as well. Holy moly.
I
Well,
had it
we, of
for 3
course, we knew
days.
we'd go over time with you, Mary. We could just talk all day.
I have a habit of
Oh,
doing
Sinead wants to know what colour your former dress was because hers was purple.
You're purple. Ah, no, I wasn't. I hadn't thought about my colours at that stage, Sinead.
Yeah.
So it
Oh
wasn't
my
even
goodness.
my shade of green that I wore. It was a mint green, which was very probably really shadowy looking on me, which is probably why I got tangled in tan to make up for it.
I just
But I
want to
know
say it.
better
I'm trying to
now.
visualize. It's not coming. I want to say it.
I'll have to ask my mother for that horrible Polaroid.
Oh. Oh, Mary, where can people come and check out more about Mary McGuigan?
You can find me on Instagram or my Facebook page. So Instagram probably is where I seem to get a lot of messages to. And if you search me on Google, my website will come up too, which I had
Wonderful.
no involvement in because I am not technical at all. But there's a website there, yes.
Fabulous. Oh, it's been so good to talk to you. And thank you so much for
Thank you
being
for
our
having
adopted
me
sister
on.
this week.
Bye,
Bye, Mary.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, Emma, wasn't that fun?
I told you she's gorgeous, isn't she? She's just lovely. Like, and we were on a call with her, like in the mastermind, and I'd say she's able to tell you your colour or your style or work with you just like that. Just really has an eye for it. Unbelievable. And like it is so important what you wear as well. I mean, and you do have to put a wee bit of thought into it, just depending on what different things. You know, some colours are stronger than others. You know, I love purple and green, and they're like the women's lib colours, aren't they really? But like my go-to would be black or navy. So you know that I'm nearly always in black, but with a different colour coat on me. You know, the coat will be a brighter colour. But it's interesting the psychology behind your style.
It's fascinating. It absolutely is. And I just like if you looked at my wardrobe, there's every color under the sun in it, and it depends on what mood I'm in, and I'll just gravitate towards something.
Yeah.
And you know, like what there last week I was wearing bright green with like a sequins collar and stuff. Like there's just no. Now I'm in our Weaverbirds dress, but any color would go. You know, that's just me. But I would love to know what my palette is. I've never explored that, and I think that would be an amazing thing for anybody to have in their bank.
Mary runs courses on that. You know what your palette color is and things like that. There, so she's very, very good. I would encourage people just even to look it up for the style tips. She does some deadly videos and reels. Is that what you call it? And TikTok and stuff like that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I was watching some of her videos before we came on the show. Really, informative on skincare and stuff like that. So no more tragic dress to repair reflection on. The only way is up from here on in, everyone. So thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you again same time next week. And yeah, come and share and have the most beautiful week with lots of amazing things happening. Think of the positives and the negatives will dissipate. Okay, guys. See you.
Bye.